All right, so I don't know if you were able to hear what I was saying before because now the mic is turned on. Um, so yeah, we've had a couple of sales. We're doing okay. We'll be here till 4 o'clock. It's from 9 to 4, and I'll give periodic check-ins. Okay, everybody, it's about 12 o'clock, and Patrick is snooping, seeing what we're if we have any competition. I know when we first got here and we went to set up the booth, we were directly across from another crochet vendor, and I was not having that. So I went up to the market people and I asked them to go ahead and not go ahead, but I asked them if we could switch and everything. So they moved where my booth is so that I'm not directly across from this poor person. You know, I don't want to be in direct competition with somebody. But I'm not sure. So there's me, there's the other lady, and I think he said he saw another vendor in this room and he's gone to do, some undercover work in the other hall that they have here. So we've had a couple of rushes, I guess you could say. Sold a couple of things. I'm all sold out. Oh no, I'm not. I'm almost all sold out of my turtles, the Tessa, the land turtle, and people like the chicken and the egg, and sold a couple of swings. But yeah, it's been steady but not steady, I guess you could say. But that's the update for now. Well, happy Sunday, everybody. I am exhausted from the craft fair that we had yesterday. Um, it was from 9 in the morning till 4 in the afternoon. Me personally, from my past experiences and everything, I think we had a great day. It went really well, and did some really good sales, and I'm unfortunately sold out of a lot of stuff now, and I got a lot of work to do because we have another market on this coming Saturday, the original first one that was rescheduled. So, and this one is outside this coming Saturday. So I've got a lot of stuff that I need to remake, and maybe I'll get a chance to get some new things made. Um, Not gonna make any more Halloween stuff. I'm gonna see how the stuff that I have goes. Um, but it was a gorgeous day on Saturday here in the Raleigh area in North Carolina, and uh, we were inside. It was an inside market, so my husband had commented about how much stuff I had made. So, I think, I was pretty well prepared for this one. So this is just going to be a quick video going over some numbers of how I did and that kind of stuff. So we um we did a total of the total monies collected was $498.45. And 320 of that was on card, and 177 of that was cash. Um, my square fees for yesterday was $11, netting me a total of 487.43. I also have to take out my sales tax that I have to file. Um, so that comes to $34 and change that I have to submit to the Department of Revenue here. Um, So not bad. I think we did pretty darn good, you know. And as far as top sellers, top items, were the car swingers. They sold amazingly well. The kids loved them. It wasn't really adults looking at the swingers. A lot, every single one went to a kid. I made 9 and I sold 7 of them. Um, Car swingers I had listed for $10, so they sold really well at $10. I think I'm going to keep them at $10. Now, I am going to say this when I mention my pricing. I don't care what your pricing is, but this is my pricing. This is what I'm comfortable listing my items at. And if you disagree with me, then just quietly disagree. Um, and just go on about your business. So yeah, so 7 swingers. So I only have 2 left. I have a mallard left and I have a penguin left. So everything else is gone. As soon as I got home yesterday, sat down, took my shoes off, climbed up on the couch and grabbed the yarn and started making more of the swingers. Because I knew I was going to need more of them. And I already made 7 of them, and I'm going to try to do every design that she's got in the pack, but so far I've only done 7, and I'm going to make a couple of the little Kirby's because Kirby sold. This little girl came up to the booth and she was like, "Daddy, look." And it was funny. She had on a Kirby shirt. So he goes, "Let's walk around and let's look and see and everything." And they came back. She came back for her Kirby swinger, so she got him, and she was just, thrilled because apparently it's a her and her father thing. They both play the game together, which I thought was really cute. Um, so moving on, the next top seller were my cows. I have no cows left. Um, the pink and white one that I had shown in the video in Friday's video is gone. The brown and white milk cow that I showed y'all, gone. And the Highland cow, the Madeline Mako Highland cow, gone. So I don't know if I'll be able to get um the the larger one, the Camille cow from Jen's Crafty Creations remade, because it's a lot of pieces and it requires a lot of sewing. But I'm gonna try. But I got a suggestion from a subscriber or viewer about um the cow pattern from the Cozy Buckeye. So I'm going to take a look at that pattern, see how that goes. I do have a lot of cow patterns. It's just I have to read them to see if they're going to be a quick make, because right now I need something that's going to be a quick turnaround. So I'm going to make a couple more of the Madeline Mako Highland cows, because that was actually a really, really quick make for me to do. Um, so then after that were my loaf cats. Think let me go back to see what my inventory was on that, or if I have any left. Loaf kitties. Um, oh, I gotta go into. Oh, Lordy. When you have a lot of different items, it's really hard scrolling through all this stuff on Square. Um, So I have one large kitty left and one little kitty left. I had 3 little ones and two big ones at the start of the show, and now I'm down to one of each. Um, so like I was saying, the Halloween stuff wasn't really moving, maybe because it's the beginning of the month, and people aren't really thinking Halloween yet, but um the little tiny candy corns that I made, I only made two of them in the traditional orange, red, and red, orange, um, yellow, and white. Um, but both of those sold. But the ones that I made that looked like Frankenstein, they didn't sell. Um, None of the little Oogie Boogies that I made into keychains, none of them sold. Um, you know what did sell, what they did like were the ghosts that were the autumn themed ghosts. The one that I made that looked like a zombie, and the one that was just a traditional ghost, and then there was the candy corn ghost. I believe it was Annie Caraway. Yeah, so those, I believe, I don't, I might still only have the zombie one left, but none of my scrumps sold. Um, yeah, not real. People were not big on the Halloween stuff right now. Maybe Saturday, maybe at a different area of, where I live. Um, there'll be different people. Who knows? But I'm not going to make. I might make like two candy corn to replace what sold, but yeah, I'm not going to worry about Halloween stuff because I don't want to be stuck with a lot of inventory. Um, After Loaf Kitty, people loved the chicken the egg. I was so surprised. Um, I know she's probably never going to see this and never watch my stuff, but Robin from Notting Hook Crochet, she gave me the idea. I had seen video upon video of her doing these chicks in the eggs, and you know, it it worked. I made six of them and I sold half of what I had. So I sold three. And one lady was like, "These are so cute." And I was like, "Yep." So but yeah, those were my top one, two, uh, three, four, top four items were right there. So um let's see. How do I get to my, maybe we go here. No, I'm telling you, I don't know. Wait. Okay. So, like I said, yesterday started at 9 o'clock. You were able to get into the hall. It was at a church, at the church hall, um, at 6. They opened up the hall at 6 for vendors, but I don't really have that big of an elaborate setup, and I've got, Patrick to help me. So, we were not gonna get up at 5 to be out of the house and walk the dogs and be out of the apartment and everything, um to be there for 6 and be done and sitting around twiddling our thumbs until 9. So we got up at 7. We left, no, did we get up at 7? We got up a quarter to 7, got up, took the dogs out, and then went, um finished loading the truck, um because we live, like I said, in one of my previous videos, we're empty nesters. We live in an apartment complex. We downsized, we sold our house and everything. So we live in an apartment and just can't leave our stuff in the, what do you call it, in the back of the truck, um, because we don't have a cover for it. Not that I think anybody would really steal anything, but oh, excuse me. I told you I am exhausted. It's been a weekend. Um, So anyway, loaded up the truck, got there probably about 7:30 or so, and of course, did our traditional stop at McDonald's and get breakfast and our coffee and everything. And we were set up and ready to go by 9. And so first sale. Hmm, oh, that's because I'm on the wrong. Yesterday, October 4th. First sale was at 9:12 as soon as the market opened. Um, and then 10 o'clock was 2 car coasters. And then after that, 10:13, candy corn and a turtle. Then right after that was a bunny, then a chicken the egg, then another candy corn, then one of the swingers, 3 swingers all at once. And I sold out of my blueies. I gotta make more blueies. I made 2 and both of them sold. Um, I sold one of my pumpkin pals, the little pumpkin that with the dangly feet. Yep, sold one of them. Then again, one right after the other, 12:02 we had a swinger, and then 12:06 we sold 2 more swingers. Um, and then we had like a really big lull. And me and the lady next to me, she does woodworking and she does gorgeous work. Um, but I went from 12:53 p.m., which was a swinger, um, and my next sale wasn't until 2:34. So we we were just, and then last sale of the day was 3:33. So, you know, it was good. Like I said, it was good for me because of, you know, almost $500. Um and I've never done that much in one day, in one show. And so I was really happy about that. So um definitely going to keep this craft fair on my list of places to look for next year, for next time they have it, because this is a reoccurring thing. It's with the Knights of Columbus and everything. So but yeah, like I said, I got a lot to do, lot to crochet. Um, so I am going to end this for now and get out there on the couch with my dog and you know start crocheting some more stuff. I got to decide what I'm going to start working on next. All right. So I appreciate you guys stopping in. And as always, like I always forget to say, if you like the content and, crocheting is your thing and amigurumi is your thing, please make sure that you like and subscribe. It really helps me out. And I will be talking to you guys later on in the week when I post my what I made, and we'll see how it goes. All right, guys, thanks so much. Have a great night.